Okay, this morning I just wanted to show you how I seal my kits before I paint them with the Real Effects paints. So you'll need some water, the Real Effects thinner, and the Real Effects matte lac. You want to start by just putting some thinner on your brush and mixing it into the water. You want it to go this cloudy and start to bubble a little bit. This much will do maybe 2 or 3 kits. I like to do a few kits at a time because it does take a while to dry, and if you do a few at a time it doesn't seem to hinder the process of reborning fast. So after the thinner, mix in roughly equal parts of the matte lac, maybe a little bit more. So you can see it's kind of a milky consistency, that's what you want to see. And remember to put your lids on with the Real Effects once you're finished with them, because they do air dry. What I'm going to do is I'll be airbrushing it on. Okay, so this is how I airbrush my kits before I start. You want to use a gravity feed airbrush, you don't want to use the suction kind. And what we want to achieve is just a fine mist over the kit. You don't want puddles. If you get puddles, stop and blot it off with a sponge. So you just wave your airbrush back and forth slowly, and you can see the kit just has a light mist, looks moist, and just go over and in the ears. I like using the airbrush because you can get in all the creases, but it doesn't leave a huge build-up, so it's not such a big drama if you forget to clean out your creases. But also with the sealer, it gets in everywhere, and that's what you want. You can paint it on and pounce it off with a sponge, but I've found doing that I tend to miss a few places, and then yeah, that's something you really don't want to do. It's also hard with the brushes to always get in every single crease, and this cuts down on time as well, doing it this way. You do the same thing with the limbs. Make sure you get it on the nail beds as well, because otherwise you might have some paint stick issues. Okay, and then that's done. I usually do 3 or 4 layers of that just to make sure that it's nice and sealed, and then in the warmer months leave it to dry for 72 hours, or you can put it in an oven if you already have an oven that you've dedicated to your Genesis paints and you've switched. You can put this in the oven at 40 degrees Celsius for a couple of hours, take it out, let it cool, and then you can start your painting. If it's humid or in the cooler months and you're leaving it to air dry, you should leave it for about a week just to make sure that it's dry.